You know, Arena doesn't have formats right now. They don't even have modern. Or, they don't even have standard. Sorry, they're never going to have modern. They don't even have standard. I think maybe if the card acquisition model on Arena isn't too miserable, when they have Brawl, we might check out Brawl. That format seems sweet to brew in. Like regular Commander's a little bit too obnoxious for my... Yeah, Brawl. I am excited to try some Brawl. Regular Commander's got a little bit too much going on, and there's too many tutors, there's too many, like, must-play cards, I feel like, in normal Commander. And the card pool is a little overwhelming, right? I agree, Ranting Bob. I'm definitely interested in a new non-rotating format. That's something that's not modern and not legacy, that starts at a future set point. I think Arena is going to push them to have a new non-rotating format, and when they get to that point, that's probably when I'm really going to start looking at Arena. But also, like, it's also going to depend on, you know, what does the card acquisition cost, right? Like, if it costs me $4,000 to have a playset on Arena, like, even someone that's making money off of Magic, like, that's way more expensive than Magic Online. Like, I'll just stick to Magic Online, right? But, like, you know, if I can put, you know, a couple $100 in and get a variety of Brawl decks, that format seems sweet. Let's go Basic Forest, Pterodon. How do we pronounce this card? It's Terrarion. Terrarion, is that how we're pronouncing this? I agree. What I have seen from Arena, the actual gameplay sounds fantastic. I've seen the actual playing Magic part on Arena looks quite excellent. That was a great draw there. We definitely wanted to draw a ramp spell there, and we did. Oh, you know what? Is this list not playing Mox Opal? Oh, it is. I was like, that would be really weird. Like, what are we replacing? Yeah, changing deck seems like it's going to be hard. But wait, we have Frontier, right? Well, and the biggest difference, like, I keep hearing people incorrectly relate Brawl to Frontier and Tiny Leaders, and those people just don't get it, I feel. Because, like, Brawl and Tiny Leaders Tiny Leaders and Frontier weren't successful because they didn't have official WotC support. Did we just, like, luck into the turn 3 here? Did we just, like, luck? I think I've lucked into the turn 3. It's probably Pia and Kira Nalar, Pythrion. It's probably Pia and Kira Nalar. I don't actually know if we can win from here. Let's fumble around a little bit, shall we? That was an excellent draw. Pauper has official support. Pauper is supported on Magic Online. Pauper exists because of Magic Online. That's literally why Pauper exists. It's because of Magic Online. Alright, so I can play the Scrap Trawler. Yeah, Angel's great. It's going to be great in creature combo decks. It's going to be good with... Am I supposed to keep going here? I really can't do a whole lot, right? I guess I could have cycled this. I mean, I don't think the concept that a non-rotating format has to have fetches to have good mana, I think that's silly. I think you could definitely have non-rotating formats without fetches that still have good mana. I can do that, yep. Let's try that. So we get to do that. I get to do this. Yeah, we could draw some cards here, right? I don't actually know what we're doing. I think I'm just passing here. I guess I could sack the Mind Stone to get a thing back, and then I could sack this to get another thing back. Maybe I'm supposed to do that. I haven't actually played eggs really before, so this is a learning experience for me. So let's do this. And let's do this. I could have waited a turn here, but I kind of feel like maybe I did too much. And then stop if we brick. All right, I'm just gonna pass here now, right? Because like we drew a bunch of lands. I feel like we ran a little bit below average here, right? Like how many lands are in our deck? 16, 17 lands in our deck. We had 7 of them in 14 cards. So I mean, they could kill my Scrap Trawler, right? So, like, doing a little bit of a loop there and getting some value while my Scrap Trawler, before my Scrap Trawler could potentially get lightning bolted, isn't irrelevant. Alright, I think I'm supposed to pass here, right? I don't think I can die next turn. They'd have to have land, search, scape shift. Even that doesn't do it, right? Land, search, scape shift doesn't do it because I'm at 20. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. I could use a fast spot, right? Yeah, there's been plenty of standard formats. Oh, they had a search suspended. Okay, we definitely could die here. Definitely could die here. Alright, wasn't paying attention to this. I don't know if that changes my line. Like, I don't really have any options to do anything here, but oh, they could just go naturals here? Alright, so if they have search plus scape shift, we're dead. They need a third search. Oh no, it's just 7 already, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 7 already. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Man, we were not getting there anytime soon. Alright. Well, from a really good start into not a whole lot, I think I'm actually clicking submit. You could maybe make an argument that I'm supposed to bring in Leyline, but maybe I'm just supposed to trim some win conditions for Leyline. That's probably wrong. I think I'm just going to click submit. They're going to be bringing in artifact and enchantment hate against us anyways, so maybe you could argue that we get to overload it by bringing in Leyline, but like casting Leyline, I guess it's not that hard with Terrarion. What would I cut if I bring these in? I don't think I have anything I really want to cut. Seems good. Alright, so you get to play this. Storm is 2. Storm is 3. Go. Seems actually pretty good if we run a couple lands off. We've got some cards here to redraw. This is our first match of the afternoon for those just joining us. Alright, so I think I just want to play I guess I could just floop some of these other things into play to get more redraws for next turn. I think I just want max redraws for next turn, right? I think I just want max redraws for next turn. Because if I hit the mana source for Krark-Clan Ironworks, I'm going to have plenty of mana from the Ironworks. Although I guess if I get this into play, when I start sacrificing these to this to start, they start triggering. But a lot of these, the triggers don't matter, right? Yeah, look. There are a few things I'll pause and type for. Shitting on Leonin and Arbiter is certainly one of them. Alright, they do have a search for tomorrow suspended here. Hopefully we just hit the land naturally. God, we were so good at hitting lands yesterday. I would like a land. I guess I'm just casting this Everflowing Chalice, huh? I guess I could cycle this. I think I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait a turn here. I'll just get like Shatterstorm and I'll just like slowly pick my cards up and leave. By slowly, I mean my concede APM will be on point. Well, I'll just get like Breached here. It'd be a tilt. I think I have a list I'm gonna play. I posted in the subs Discord the other day. It's pretty close to what we played on stream. Yeah, Grudge would be pretty devastating for us too, right? Alright, so we have to try and kill them this turn. Hopefully, we can masturbate vigorously here. Alright, so sack this, cast this, sack this, get back Mox Opal. How do we get the vigorous masturbation emote? I have to figure out what that would look like that's Twitch emote appropriate. Alright, so I want to play this other Scrap Trawler out here, right? That starts netting me stuff, so I sack this, and then I sacrifice this for greed, which triggers both of these, which gets back Mox Opal and Everflowing Chalice. Hey, Project Swamp with the big cheer. I was gonna skip the line again, but I don't want to make people cry. Miracles in Legacy, please. I'm not sure when we're gonna get a probably won't be doing Legacy till next week, Project Swamp. I guess I could do Legacy one of the mornings this week. Yeah, I could do Legacy on Thursday or Friday morning. I think I want my afternoon streams to all be modern this week though. So I do that, I do this, make a color, sack this, sack this, sack this, sack this, this'll get back Terrarion, this'll get back Chromatic Star. Need to keep drawing cards because I love drawing cards. Sack this one. This will get back. Darksteel Citadel. Haven't played a land yet. Sack that. Cast this. Sack this. This will do Mox Opal. And then this Banefire will be lethal at this point. Hadouken! Got him. Got him! I assume the Inkmoth Nexus are there for they net a mana while they're in play with Aetherflux with Krark-Clan Ironworks. You can activate them for 1 and then sacrifice them for 2 mana. So they net you a mana, but that doesn't make sense, right? What are those there for? I don't know. It's not my deck list. This doesn't do anything, right? It's got our namesake, but it needs mana. Seems like YOLO. Some people have really sad lives. Some people's lives are really depressing. If this hand hits 1 land, we get to go Opal, Everflowing Chalice, Terrarion, Chromatic Star. You play both the boxes to Metalcraft? Exactly. That's the next level play. Tilt. I'll take one more hit here before we concede. Yeah, I probably should have gone to 5. It's whatever. And it was just really good if we drew a land and we were on the draw with a Scry. If they don't have an actual payoff, like Tireless Tracker, like doesn't really matter to us, right? There are 0 frames being dropped on my end currently, Crazy Ship. Fracturing Gust. Well, I mean, it wasn't Shatterstorm, I guess. They killed their clues too, which is funny. They killed their clues too, which was kind of funny. We actually get to recover from this pretty well, right? Yeah, like if they don't have a finisher here, we're actually still doing okay. Because 2 of our things. If they have a Prime Time or Escape Shift, we're very done, obviously. But if they don't have either of those things, we could be in a pretty good spot. Oh, they have Ancient Grudge too, sure. Sometimes they want it more than you. Sometimes they want it more than you. I have no idea. I've never played traditional eggs. I think I have the GP eggs list is in the queue at some point. It's fine. There's a bunch of cards to draw cards, right? If you're gonna play decks like this, you have to accept that you're never going to beat the people that really hate your deck. It's just how it is, chat. It's okay. You just quietly pick your stuff up off the table and move on to your next match. Reservoir actually seems kind of sweet in this deck. I don't know that 2 of them are necessary, but like the idea of having a win condition you can Inventors Fair seems powerful. Can you add my donation to Abzan Evolution? I can Project Swamp. Abzan Evolution. Is that one I have in here already? Push that one right on up. If we have time for a 4th deck this evening, we'll get to Abzan Evolution tonight then, Swamp. Aetherflux Reservoir. I think I'm just going to cast that one. The other thing about Aetherflux Reservoir, this was something that was kind of sweet in the deck we played the other day. Even though that deck didn't seem particularly good, like, Aetherflux Reservoir was just, like, good at buffering our health total against these aggressive decks. Hey! Trunkin Duncan with the brand new tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you could support what I do here. So thank you for helping me do what I do. And that's a note to anyone. If you see a deck on the donation queue and you want to see that deck sooner rather than later, any amount of bits you cheer or dollars you donate, you can always add those as points to any deck list on the queue. 100 bits moves the deck up 1 point, or $1 moves the deck up 1 point. Details on how donation decks work are here. Hey, Jesus696. Still can't wait to see the Family Owl picture. Thank you for the 3-month resolution. We need to take a nice formal picture. We had a good group shot from during the long stream, but we definitely need to take a good nice picture. Make green here, looking for... I should have tapped the Tendo Ice Bridge for that, probably. When was the last time I went to a Grand Prix? I can't remember. I went to an Open pretty recently. God, we are really good at flooding out with this deck, apparently. Now, I did not go to GP Santa Clara. I'm going to cycle this because we could hit a Ironworks. Well, maybe I don't want to play an Ironworks into what they have going on here. They have the negate or remand or something up. Yeah, the new 3/4 looks great. Looks like a very, very reasonable Magic the Gathering card. I'm going to cycle this. We've got a little bit of storm count going for the Reservoir. Can hit a few more spells. Keep chaining through here. You can read the details on how donation decks work here. You can give that a read, and if you have any questions on specifics, feel free to drop me a line after the fact. God, we are good at flooding with this deck. 7 lands in 16 cards this game. Do I want to trade this Opal in to gain health? It'd be like 5 health. That's probably not worthwhile. I'm going to pass. Yeah, it could be Thing Ascension or Blue Moon. Not quite sure what the opponent's doing just yet. They're opting to find some more cards, though. Definitely representing some kind of 2-mana counterspell here. I could have potentially just passed last turn with Inventors Fair up. Yeah, I think that Angel will be much better than anyone playing the 4 or 5 Sigarda in any creature-based toolbox deck should be replacing it with that new Angel. Sure, it could very, very likely be a Blue Moon deck. I don't know that for certain, though. They don't have another land here. It could possibly be okay. Hey, House of Drake with the brand new Twitch Prime support. I know there's a lot of great streamers out there. Thanks for choosing to put your Amazon fund money towards my channel this month. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for that. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a good kickoff to their week. If it's Ascension, they only have Remand and Revival. That's good to know. All right, hopefully we had a Krark-Clan and just get to go to town next turn. I feel like maybe I punted by cycling all that crap last turn and I should have just like cracked by Inventors Fair. We also got pretty unfortunate on the cycles, right? But I probably could have just gone with the more consistent play of cracking or searching for that. Gain a health. I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. Hey, I'm glad you got the Amazon figured out. Thanks for linking it up and putting it towards the channel. Good luck in the rest of your league, mate. There's a brutal fracturing gust. DF Gator. Krark-Clan Ironworks, a card that makes all the mana. Also sometimes find Scrap Trawler. Depends on what you have and what you're looking for. Mage! With the 4-month resub. Watch List, Cockatrice, and Whispers. This is instant, right? Yeah, I thought that was an instant. Let's grab me some Ironworks here. Nah, man, you did exactly what you should do. You should put all the cards in your sideboard for the decks you want to beat. You certainly wanted to beat artifact decks, so, you know, more power to you getting that slam dunk. We have 2 card draws here off Ichor Wellspring and Terrarion. So let's start with the Wellspring here. Oh, you know, I'm probably supposed to start with the Terrarion because we had Scrap Trawler. That's better. Good. Golly gee. Can I just like have a oh geez. I don't. All right. Well, I tapped my lands poorly, chat. Why did I tap my sources of colored mana? Why did I tap my sources of colored mana, chat? The answer, because I'm stupid. That's certainly the answer. What are we looking for here? Looking for Scrap Trawler? Scrap Trawler would be okay. Not amazing, but fine. Let's get Ichor Wellspring back. Sure. They're technically giving me 1 less hit. Makes sense. Chromatic Sphere. Alright, well, we're gonna take the one that cantrips here. God bless America, my country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we even bottomed a land too. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. I don't know if I'm making mistakes or getting unlucky. It's probably a healthy mix of the two. I think there was one land in the stirrings, yeah. I mean, the good news is Aetherflux Reservoir is going to do its best to keep us alive. To stay alive here for a bit. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. I honestly think the power level of a deck like Tesserator is probably pretty reasonable in Modern, especially with the addition of Jace as another piece of top end. I just think you take too much splash damage from too many other people wanting to beat up on artifact decks. There's plenty of people that want to beat... That's like this type of deck. This type of deck takes that kind of splash damage too, right? The other deck wasn't actually Reservoir Eggs. I named it Reservoir Eggs when I started, but that was actually incorrectly named. That's why if you look at the YouTube video, I named it Paradoxical Reservoir, because there weren't actually eggs in that deck. This is an actual eggs deck. This is an actual eggs deck with Aetherflux Reservoir. I mean, like, what does the GP list have different than what we're doing here, right? Like, the GP list is playing a similar number of lands, right? Like, if we drew this many lands with the GP list, we'd probably be dead playing that one too. I haven't studied the GP list explicitly, but I feel like that's probably the case. The Banefire, unfortunately, won't be lethal this turn. Now there's definitely 8 cards from Ancient Stirrings in the bottom of our library. Hey, cast this Banefire for 8. How much can I deal to them? Is it 11? I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So putting 1 mana into an Inkmoth turns it into 2. I don't think that's lethal. This is... So these are basically +1 as well. So this is going to be... So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I can 12 them. So yeah, we can make 13 mana. That's not good enough, right? I just have to pass here and hope my Inkmoth can block. Oh, Opal's 3. Yeah, you're right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I have to... So I have to sacrifice... I sacrifice this. I'm gonna go animate one of these. Animate this. I did say I like puzzles. I did. That's not... You're not wrong. Animate this. And now... Nah, it can't be countered. Can't be countered. Stop it. Kids never played when Banefire was legal. Yeah, it's exactly lethal. Some unsubstantiated. I'll fall out of my chair. Hadouken! No whammy, 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 no whammy. Don't whammy me. Don't whammy me. Oh, we got him. We did it, chat. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray. Never didn't have it, right? Figured it out. All right, so the defense grids are obs coming in. I'm gonna trim some win conditions, I think. 5 is probably... I'm gonna trim the Bitter Ordeal. That Banefire was gas. Who was ragging on our win conditions? We got exactly the right... Gotta Banefire them. Gotta Banefire them. Alright. What else, Mike? I got one more card. Chromatic Sphere. This is the worst of these. Let's do that. Engage Ichor Reservoir. Reservoir was really good that game. It's the reason we lived. Yeah, I don't think I want to cut Aetherflux Reservoir against an aggressive deck. I guess that they're like pseudo combo, but good thing he Noxious Survivaled us. Well, we didn't take the Mox Opal off the Noxious Survival. Much money for you to only win with Bitter Ordeal. Stop it. I don't want to play... These are weird decks. These are weird decks. But I don't want to play them poorly. Bitter Ordeal is a cool win con. I think it's just the worst of our 4 win cons. Yeah, I think Relic for Ascension is too narrow. Sphere is worse than Terrarion because Terrarion draws a card when it goes to the graveyard, whereas Sphere only draws a card when you activate its mana ability. So Terrarion and Chromatic Star both draw you cards when you sacrifice them to Krark-Clan Ironworks. What is Gravestorm? What is Bitter Ordeal? Come on, chat. These are modern staples here. Search target player's library for a card and exile it. That player shuffles his or her library. Gravestorm. Copy this card for each permanent that was put into a graveyard from play this turn. This game seems dope. I'm just shocked and appalled that people aren't familiar with modern staple Gravestorm. Gravestorm isn't even the card name, it's Bitter Ordeal. Gravestorm's the mechanic. It's like regular Storm, except weirder. Alright. Let's just floop this pig right on into play here. Your move, Yugi boy. Ancient Stirrings. I think I'm going to start with that. I just want to hit a land here, right? Oh, I should have taken the Mox Opal probably, right? I don't have one of those yet. Doop, 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 doop. Please don't Shatterstorm me. Please don't Shatterstorm me now. Please don't Shatterstorm me now. I want to kill you next turn. We probably can't kill them next turn. You don't know what Denim Walk is. Denim Walk is the reason that taking your pants off is not something your opponent's allowed to respond to. Taking your pants off is a special action that doesn't use the stack. Magic's great. Taking your pants off is a special action that doesn't use the stack. Oh, Magic rulebook. Hurloon Wrangler. For when things gotta get a little weird. Did you just Thought Scour me? They have Surgical Extraction in their deck? Why would they Thought Scour me? Why would they Thought Scour me? Maybe they misclicked? Alright, it's looking like we gotta go off next turn. It's an Inventors Fair. Alright, so we gotta do the stuff, chat. We gotta do the stuff. We gotta do the stuff. We're gonna have to hit some live ones here. Oh, you know what? I should have made mana before I did that and flooped this Aetherflux Reservoir into play, right? That was a mistake. That's an Emrakul. Do I have enough mana for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only have 12 mana, right? I have 3 already. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Is that right? Do I have exactly Emrakul? Do I have exactly Emrakul, man? I think I have exactly Emrakul, mana, chap. I want to count that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, wait, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have exactly Emrakul mana, and my opponent has exactly 6 cards in play. So, what do the kids say? Is it YOLO? I believe it's YOLO. You only get to cast Emrakul for Xaxes once. That's what that stands for, right? Oh yeah, this is my squid daddy. My squid daddy is amazing. All right. Squid mama, she's a squid mama, right? Emrakul is a squid mama. Hit him, had him at Xaxes twice. Start my turn. GG's opponent. This deck is sweet. Let's get him. Rawr. Rawr. Trigger. Thank you to everyone that's hanging out here today. Welcome. My name is Jeff Oglin. I'm a full-time meme producer and TCG player here on Twitch. If you are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing on Twitch. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors, mtgotraders.com. We'll love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you, and if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com, buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anoronic said you. Even if you can't subscribe, please make sure you hit that follow button. That one doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live and with what. I always try to put the names of the decks I'm going to be playing on a given day in the stream title, so that way you can know what to expect when I go live. If you can't catch me live, you can also check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. 100% of my streams get archived there, and I break them up by deck, so you can watch just the stuff that you care about. We're going to be playing Modern all afternoon here. We're going to play a few more matches with this egg deck, and then I've got a blue-green Eldrazi deck that we're going to run back, and then we've got Cobra Saheeli that we're going to play as well, and we'll see where the rest of the day takes us from there. I would watch a segment where Jeff reviews weekly submitted memes. Not like Magic Deck memes, but actual memes. Our deck's been very kind to us, giving us exactly the win condition we need, exactly when we need it. We hit exactly Emrakul mana, and we drew an Emrakul, because we are just a professional wizard. I'd love to keep this hand. Oh, look, there's Scrap Trawlers in our deck. Weird. We're starting to think that card wasn't in my deck. You guys want to start on that? Wait on the Ancient Stirrings till we have a little bit more information about what cards we're going to draw. Burn. Ugh. Dear opponent, please don't idolin me. Please don't idolin me. What was the overall record for the 12 hours? I think we went 13 and 11. Ooh, not burn. Burn is at an all-time low for its power level, which is great for memes. Burn is like the meme slayer. Are they dead? Are they dead? We probably don't need to go for it this turn, right? I could probably wait a turn. Multi-kicker the crap out of this one. It's looking like red-white Texas. I guess they could Thalia us next turn, but let's be honest. If they had Thalia, they would have led with that, right? If they had Thalia, they would have led with that. Burm equal the meme police. That's basically what they are. They are the very rude meme police. Wasteland me, baby. And by that I mean I can tap Everflowing Chalice, so get out of here. Ooh, Flicker Wisp would be gross. Flicker Wisp would make me really sad about my decisions last turn. Probably should have just played a Krark-Clan Ironworks. You know, upkeep, make me pay mana to not get wastelanded. Beep 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 beep. I'm gonna start by stirring. Yeah, let's stop. Cast this one. What you thinking, opponent? What you thinking? Sacrifice this Darksteel Citadel. Tap this. Cast this Scrap Trawler. Pay the Arbiter tax if you go off with Bitter Ordeal. Yep. It's a clutch suggestion. Sacrifice that one. Get back my Citadel. I haven't actually drawn a land, played a land yet this turn, so that's nice. Ancient Stirring, sure. Let's do that. Sacrifice this for green. Get back my Everflowing Chalice. How am I missing triggers? How am I missing triggers? Oh, I missed one on the Terrarion. Yeah, you're right. I missed one on the Terrarion. I caught myself on the sphere. I missed it on the Terrarion, though. You're right. Definitely lost myself mana there. Definitely lost myself mana. Another Scrap Trawler. That should probably put them in the ground. I have a Twitch clip. This is the baby owls, the Hootland family owls. All right, so I sacrifice this. I'm gonna go ahead and use this to draw a card. I'm just gonna trigger my Scrap Trawlers. I'm gonna get back a Terrarion and a Chromatic Sphere. Now, is it good for you, opponent? It's good for me. Yeah. Look at all my mana. Look at all my mana. I am not planning on streaming Owling Mine again before the weekend. We played it for 12 hours. I think I have a deck list I'm happy with. Saturday on the SCG stream. That's a good idea. I should have someone turn that into a GIF for me. Oh, almost busted out. Get another card that draws a card. Look at all of our mana. We have some mana. We have some mana. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. Bum bum ba-dum bum. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum. God, Ichor Wellspring is so good in this deck. I get to sacrifice this thing. So we just have like arbitrarily. Oh, that's a Bitter Ordeal, chat. Why isn't there a Gravestorm on screen? How am I supposed to know what my Gravestorm count is? How am I supposed to know what the Gravestorm count is? I can't, where's the Gravestorm counter, Magic Online? There isn't even a normal storm counter. I know, right? This is so unfair. Magic Online, just keep going till the clock's. I feel like I need to Gravestorm them out on principle. I feel like we're probably gonna have a different win condition by the time we're done, but like, I feel like on principle, we need to kill them with the Gravestorm. Does everybody else agree? Does everybody else agree? Yeah, I'm gonna pay for this now. I'm just gonna pay for that now before we forget. Let's just get that one right there out of the way. No, you pay 2 and get to search as much as you want for the turn. Gosh, we're actually almost running out of stuff to do here. Oh no, I missed mana. I missed mana there. I missed the trigger. Forgot to play the Everflowing Chalice out first. God, we are not running good, chat. It's really awkward that we haven't found a Mox Opal yet. I do get to sack the Scrap Trawler. Yeah, I was gonna say, we do still get to sack the Scrap Trawler, right? Like, I get to sack this, and this is gonna get back Mind Stone and Ichor Wellspring. Why isn't there a Gravestorm counter? That's the real question, Magic Online. Why isn't there a Gravestorm counter? Oh, geez, we got another Ironworks. So now we could get back, we can get back our other Scrap Trawler. Can we Bitter Ordeal and Emrakul? Almost certainly. Yeah, need a mod to keep track of Gravestorm. Yes, sacrifice Spirit ability. Would like to get back my Scrap Trawler, thanks. Oh, did I misclick? Oh man, I misclicked. I misclicked on Ichor Wellspring. I misclicked Ichor Wellspring, chat. It's unfortunate. That's fine. We get a bunch of card draws here. It's adorable. It's adorable, opponent. Why would they path there? Like, aren't we? Where are we? What's going through? Oh, there's another crack. So we're looking for another scrap keep, whatever, right? I don't know what possessed them to finally use the path. Well, we may never know. We'll find out how much Gravestorm we have when we cast Bitter Ordeal, right? Ain't that the truth? They're probably bored. If you're born and want to be bored, you shouldn't have signed up to play Modern, opponent. Oh, I could have sacked KCI in response to get it back, because I had another one. Yeah, that's probably a good line. Alright. If I miss on this Mind Stone, I'm done, and I have to Gravestorm them. And I don't know how many things. I already paid the bear tax. If I miss on this Mind Stone draw... No, it's fine. I'm just going to draw, and if we miss, I'll file for comp because there's an... I'll just say I thought I had enough. It's fine. We didn't come this far to not Gravestorm them, chat. We didn't come this far. I ain't a quitter, chat. We ain't about quitting here. We ain't about quitting here. All right. If this Gravestorm's not lethal, then I'm gonna pay this once just in case. I think I did this earlier, but let's pay it again. Choose you. Oh no! Only 33! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It's fine. I'm just gonna concede the match and I'll file for comp for the league. Only 30. I mean, 33 is a lot, right? 33 is a lot. Look, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. We'll give the opponent a freebie Magic Online interface. We've now learned that Bitter Ordeal is unplayable on Magic Online because we can't count Gravestorm except manually. We had to choose between Bitter Ordealing them and Emrakuling them, and we chose to Bitter Ordeal them hoping that we had hit enough. Because there's no way, if only there was a computer that could be counting what Gravestorm was for me. If only there was a computer. Maybe we could write a computer software to count Bitter Ordeal. No, it does not. Trust me when I say it doesn't. Had to do it for the memes. That's what I'm saying. As a professional meme lord, I felt obligated to put Bitter Ordeal on the stack at least once. I felt obligated to put. I did it for science, chat. I feel like the scientific community would appreciate it. Yeah, I could have, or paid it, no, maybe? I don't know. Look, it's fine. Magic Online's gonna comp the league. It's cool. Every time their software's crappy, they give me my money back. It's great. It's like it's what we call a free roll. We spent all the Gravestorm money on Arena, chat. Yeah, we can't have nice things here. Arena has all the nice things. It's all right. Someone's being a dickhead on Twitter. Had to respond. I need to just close my Twitter page aside when I'm tweeting out that we're changing deck lists. Oh no, my Ichor Wellspring can't deal damage anymore. Did I have a Mind Stone last turn and I just didn't cast it? I definitely had a Mind Stone last turn and just didn't cast it, huh? Some idiot is so for those that don't follow magic drama or streaming drama or whatever you want to call it, there was recently Michael Jacobs is a magic streamer and he was streaming himself playing the Pauper challenge. Oh, I drew off Ichor Wellspring. Okay, I didn't think I had a ramp card, but I was also tweeting at the same time, so like I very easily could have missed it. So Michael Jacobs is a magic streamer who was streaming the Pauper challenge, and his opponent in the finals admitted that he was ghosting Michael Jacobs during the finals of the tournament. And ghosting, for those that aren't familiar, refers to watching the opponent while they're streaming so you know what cards are in their hand. And I am very much of the opinion, because I'm a sound, logical, consistent, reasonable person, where ghosting is not cheating, because the definition of cheating is breaking the rules, and nowhere in the Magic Online or Magic rules does it say that cheating is ghosting is breaking the rules. So if ghosting isn't explicitly listed as being against the rules, it's not cheating to do it. Yes, it's scummy. Yes, it's shitty. Like those are not the things I'm debating here. I'm not debating that it's not scummy. I'm not debating that it's not a shitty thing to do. What I will argue is that it's not against the rules, and if it's not against the rules, by definition, it's not cheating. And it's okay in my opinion to say that you don't like people that ghost, you think ghosting is maybe morally gray or wrong or whatever, but at the end of the day, we're playing a fucking children's card game. So you know what? If it's not against the rules, it's probably not morally gray, because we're playing a children's card game. Yeah, if you don't want to get ghosted, don't stream. That's what it comes down to. As I stream a lot, I accept that being ghosted comes with the territory on occasion. That's okay. No, it's not. It's not in the terms of service of Magic Online or Twitch. The only thing mentioned in Magic Online with regards to streaming is that you are allowed to stream Magic Online. Join midstream rant. It's gonna be a good day. Thanks for the bits, Mendoza. I do appreciate that. We're getting clocked pretty quick here, and they have burn in their deck, so let's just hope they don't have another counter spell, I think is the line. Crypticed it again. Ooh, we didn't get crypticed again. It's gonna be a good day, chat. It's a good day to meme. It's gonna be a good day to meme. Meme, baby. Do. In the nicest way possible, Parallax Outlaw, anyone that thinks streaming gives you a competitive advantage because of the chat has never streamed before. There is a reason, not only ghosting, why I don't stream events that I care about. Streaming is a huge detriment while playing Magic. There's infinite distractions. You're not focused in the slightest, like... Gravestorm. Yes, count the Gravestorm, chat. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, chat. Please, for the love of God, count Gravestorm. Also, like, you've never streamed before. Like, there's, like, in addition to the distraction, like, do you pay attention to the number of like bad suggestions are gone in Twitch chat? Do you know how much time it takes to sort through all of that? Gaming ruined Halo. Yep, I mean, you know, not my best moment. All right, what am I doing here? We're doing this. Like even this very instant is a fantastic example, because I'm just like talking to chat instead of like trying to play my game, right? All right, so sack this, get back this. I wonder if they must have a path, right? I think they were auto passing, and now I did this. Yeah, so I'm gonna sack some more things in response here. Oh, you know what? I probably should have cast some more artifacts, right? Probably should have cast some more artifacts here. And this gets me back Ichor Wellspring now. Are they gonna cast another removal spell here? That would be loose. This one's gonna get back Ichor Wellspring. Is Gravestorm both graveyards? No, it's each permanent. Come on now. Don't forget to count the bolt. The bolt does. Don't you know the Oracle text on all of these things? Don't you know how all this stuff works? Oh, I can go get a Scrap Trawler here, right? Oh, I don't have Metalcraft currently. I can go get a Scrap Trawler though. So let's go do this. I'm gonna go get a Scrap Trawler so I can start looping some of this stuff. Gosh, with how many spells we cast, I wonder if I was supposed to hit an Aetherflux Reservoir actually there. Would Aetherflux Reservoir have been lethal? It might have been lethal, actually. Aetherflux Reservoir might have been lethal, but I'm pretty committed to getting the Scrap Trawler at this point. I don't think we're going to win with Gravestorm, sadly. I think that's probably off the table at this point. Hey, look, an Ancient Stirrings. Yay. Alright. Ichor Wellspring. Yep. I'm not really looking at chat right now because this is going to be a lot of clicking as is, so. Do this one. Thank you. That's a great gift. Thank you for gifting that. How many clicks? The Bitter Ordeal is silly. The Bitter Ordeal should probably not be in the deck. The Bitter Ordeal is clunky and slow and not practical. By the time you can trigger Bitter Ordeal successfully, like, you're gonna have another win condition. I'm pretty sure we're just boarding the Bitter Ordeal out. Oh, this card's been sweet though. Let's talk about, you want to talk about things that are sweet? Trigger. Oh yeah, just cast 2 spells, getcha. This card is sweet. Boom goes the dynamite. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I should have killed the Gideon too. I had enough spells. I should have killed the Gideon too. Punted. Mistakes were made, chat. Should have killed the Gideon. Coulda double fired Malazer. Coulda fired Malazer twice. Punted the BM. I agree. Mistakes were made. Missed a chance to kill Chad before. Could have exiled. Oh, actually, I should have looked at their deck, right? That was a mistake. I should have cast Bitter Ordeal and been like, yo, dog, let me see what you got. Let me see what you got, yo, dog. Well, we have Emrakul to beat Leyline, right? We have Emrakul to beat Leyline. I guess Back to Nature hedges Rest in Peace, which they occasionally have. I don't know. Jeskai doesn't always have that card. I think I'm just going to cut a Chromatic Sphere and a thing and hit submit. When we're up a game, I'm less inclined to bring in anti-hate cards because we could like we could get a third game. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. They could have. Yeah, they don't usually play Stony Silence. Sometimes they play Stony, I guess, because their Tron matchup is bad, but Jeskai has a good bots matchup. So again, if I was down a game, I'd be more inclined to hedge, but because I'm up a game, I kind of have a free one, right? So like, if they don't have those cards, I can just like have a free roll here basically. And if they do have those cards, we get a third game to like bring in our anti-hate. So for those that are asking on like opinions on this archetype, this is the type of deck where you need to play a lot of games in order to really understand what's going on with this deck and have a good feel for what kind of changes you should make. And this is good for people that want to submit donation decks in general. This is not the type of deck that you should expect good, solid, reasonable feedback from me on after I finish a league. This is the type of deck where you need to grind a lot to learn all of the details. I do know that Aetherflux Reservoir has felt really sweet so far. That's a card that has seemed neat. But like, as far as like the eggs archetype in general go, I'm just gonna suggest if you like this archetype and it seems really sweet, you should defer to the work that Matt Nass and Sam Pardee put in on this deck preparing for the most recent Grand Prix. You should defer to people that are smarter than you and me that played a lot of games with this deck. That's what you should do. If you want good suggestions, I'm just gonna tell you I am not smart enough. I have not prepared. I am smart enough if I put in the prep work. I haven't put in the leg work to give you good information with regards to how good, bad, or otherwise this archetype might be. Just genuinely haven't done that. Probably won't ever do that. Like, this type of deck, it's like traditional Magic skills don't really extend to tuning a deck like this in terms of like the nitty-gritty specifics. Yes, they are very funny. I've watched them a number of times. I guess we just cast I guess I can cycle this, right? I guess actually, I'm just gonna go Everflowing Chalice into Everflowing Chalice. Actually. Yeah, the weather here is really bad. We're still experiencing snow. I've never played Doomsday. Can't say I've ever played Doomsday. That deck was kind of bad before. I know, sorry, I just gotta... Alright, sorry, yeah, angry, alright, yeah, scalding turn resolves. Alright, Twitter's closed. It was some random dickhead doing what someone in chat just did. They were like, streamers have an unfair advantage because people in chat are suggesting things that they do. Just like, classic mouth breathing. They've never actually streamed. They don't have any experience, but they're gonna speak like they're some kind of authority. They're not willing to do what I just did with this deck. They're not, people aren't willing to accept that they should say, I'm not an expert or I don't understand, so I'm not going to give my opinion. They're like, oh, I know all about that, even though I've never done it before. I'm an expert. I understand how all of this works. Having Twitch chat's an advantage. Chat is great. I love y'all. We have a good time. I stream because it's fun. Now I stream because it's a job, because all of my subscribers are wonderful. Y'all rock. But, you know, to say it's an advantage. As a member of Twitch chat, I can confirm we know best. Oh. If we hit the 4th mana, I'm going to stick Aetherflux Reservoir before Krark-Clan Ironworks. The Ironworks is more important, and if the Reservoir resolves, it's just going to buffer our health total, like, which is valuable in a matchup like this. Like, we're definitely racing, right? That's a rest in peace. That's unfortunate. Does that make... I think the rest in peace actually makes the Reservoir better than the Ironworks. Look at this combo, by the way. Do I want to cast this Reservoir? I kind of do. Oh, this doesn't draw a card anymore either? Well, that's terrible. They didn't counter this. I'm going to... Wait, can I kill them? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not quite lethal, right? It's not lethal. All right, we should have brought him back to Nature's. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Huh. Cast this to gain some health. I think we're dead here. We'll see. If they destroy this, we'll concede. But if they don't destroy this and they don't have a clock, we'll keep playing Magic. This was my angry tweet for people that want to read what I was smacking out there. What's going on, Lucy? Howdy, howdy. The Scrap Trawler beats incoming. The bit mines don't want to... Well, Bub Jinx, thank you for the bits that you do have. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. This Scrap Trawler's a 3-2. He means business. Oh, no! Don't give me the D. Opponent gave us the D. That's a rude opponent. The new Angel is great. Fantastic. A+ card. This is my 3-2. 3-2's coming for you. Look at this. Look at this synergy. I didn't realize our opponent was playing a combo deck too. I didn't realize we were playing a combo mirror here, chat. Now, this is... I've played these style of matchups before. Until they have a clock on the table, which is true. Just drew an Inkmoth Nexus. Like, let's shoot this. We could realistically beat them down here. That's so rude. Why would you counter my thing? I mean, it's basically just a modern deck, right? Like, you're just like, well, you have to hope your opponent doesn't hit their stuff. Oh, no! Are they gonna name Inkmoth Nexus? Don't name Inkmoth Nexus, opponent. Oh, it's worth 2 mana when we eventually... Huh, I didn't think about that. It's eventually worth 2 mana with this. We're just gonna cast Emrakul. They named Aetherflux Reservoir. They didn't realize our win condition's on the table. Opponent hasn't realized that my win condition is currently on the table. If they don't have a counter spell, we go get Ironworks next turn and then like Emrakul them even that turn. No, the next turn. Yeah, they need a counter for the Ironworks here. We're gonna be able to get them. Sweet. Okay, so we just need a few bricks out of them. Oh no, not Field of Ruin. I guess Field of Ruin could kill my Inventors Fair here, which would be annoying. Cast this. Cast this. Pass the turn. So if they go brick on the cards they've been with search, then brick on their draw step, we get to crack Inventors Fair, untap Emrakul them. It's fine. I have a force in my deck. No, I don't think. I think Getsig Wolfrun's pretty narrow. I think I'd rather. I think we're doing a-okay here, chat. I didn't use the fair because I couldn't cast the Krark-Clan Ironworks anyways. I'm gonna crack it this turn, Brad. I'm gonna crack the fair right now. I think there was one turn earlier I could have used it that I did something else, so maybe it was I waited a little bit too long, but definitely, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh no, this lets them brainstorm. Hopefully they fate seal me. Why are they fate? Do they not realize Inventors Fair is on the table? They must not realize Inventors Fair is on the table, right? See, and this is something where Magic Online is different than Paper. In Paper, when I search my deck here, I get to look at the top and go, oh, that's what you left on top. So I get to like learn some information. They've cast Jace the Mind Sculptor, chat. How could we ever possibly win? How can we ever possibly best the most powerful card in Magic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, just plenty of mana here. Beep 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 beep. All right, so Emrakul actually has to attack Jace here, right? So otherwise Jace can unsummon the Emrakul. No, they're at 13. JK, Hogland got there. He figured it out. Don't attack the Jace. It's lethal. All right. We're 2-1. We're 2-2. But we conceded a match because Magic Online was broken. So it's okay. It's okay. This Jace was really unfair, though. How could I possibly win the game through the Jace? Sub-gifters get a sub-gifter icon now? Does anybody else think their Jace should be banned? We should file a petition for WotC to reban that Jace, right? It was just really oppressive there. Truly unfair. I felt wrong. Did everyone in chat feel wronged by the Jace the Mind Sculptor? It felt like it was unreasonable. Maybe it was Jace's brother, right? A better player would have scooped to the Jace. Magic. Oh, that's my cell phone. I should put that on quiet. My pretty island background, isn't it great? Isn't it wonderful? Those island lands make basic great backgrounds. Rare Pelican with the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support what I do here. So thank you for the next level of support. This hand is great. It has a turn 3 Ironworks. Ichor Wellspring. Jace almost made us miss lethal. It's clearly too strong. Tron. Card we're gonna sideboard out. The no Tron piece on 1, keep on 7 is a little interesting. Party lost this matchup in the top 4, right? Did he lose to Tron or in the top 8? I thought Party lost to Tron, sorry, Nass. I thought Nass lost to Tron, or did he only lose a game? Did he not lose the match? Genuinely don't remember. I don't think this matchup is terrible for us, but I think calling it unlosable is a bit strong. Someone called for the fun police, so I came. Lost to Jund. Okay. We know they have Tron set up for next turn. He beat Tron. Okay. I could have gone Opal, play Star. You are correct. I definitely missed that. I didn't make the good play because I wasn't thinking about it. I hadn't drawn the... I'd, like, already set up my turn in my head. And, like, like, in my head, I didn't have the Star when I set up my turn mentally the previous turn. Genuinely don't know, Festin. Maybe looking for... You could have dug for... Oh, you could have... You had an opportunity to Field of Rune my Inventors Fair. You definitely missed that. You definitely missed the ability. You had an opportunity to field my Inventors Fair. That would have cut me off the Krark-Clan Ironworks. So... I'm gonna take another draw here. I don't know that we're actually gonna accomplish much this turn, which is unfortunate. Without a Scrap Trawler, I'm not sure that we're gonna be able to get anywhere. If they have an Ozone or a Karn, we'll be in a little bit of trouble. Another draw here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, just nothing to do here. I could sack a late. Do I want to play the Aetherflux Reservoir? Do I want to play Aetherflux Reservoir? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna play the Everflowing Chalice. Good thing we're here to give you lines after the fact to distract you during, right? It's a pretty unfair advantage. Yeah, that's an Oblivion Stone. Stop them from getting... No, they already had towers in their hand. They already had 2 towers in their hand. We're dead here, right? There's no way we can punish them for that. They should have just popped this thing proactively, right? I could use Inventors Fair to go get something. Bitter Ordeal them for info. Yeah, definitely didn't have quite enough for a lethal Banefire. Why would we want Cavern in this deck? There aren't that many counterspell decks in the format. Bitter Ordeal's in here because it's bad. So it's just something someone had in their deck list because it was cute. It's much worse than all the other win conditions in this deck. I definitely have that for feedback to give. If they just have like Wormcoil as a follow-up here, we could maybe have time to reassemble, but if they like Ulamog or Karn or another O-Stone, I'm just gonna pack it in. It's really cold in my basement. I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna auto pass. I'm gonna go get my sweater from upstairs. Are we dead yet? Oh, we did die. Look at that. All right. Oh. Bitter Ordeal does let you target yourself, doesn't it? That's funny. Actually, hadn't considered that. This is just a Pithing Needle matchup, right? Banefire actually seems pretty bad here. Easy in, easy out. This is one of the many defunct Magic Store sweaters that I own. Sounds pretty good. Needs a piece of ramp in it. Ask and you shall receive. If anyone could fill a Goodwill store with defunct Magic Store clothing, it would be me. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I feel like part of the problem with a lot of LGSs is that a lot of the LGSs that end up going bottom up, in addition to being a difficult business to get into, a lot of the people that start Magic stores are Magic players. They're not business people, and you need to be generally a good business person to run, especially a small business, successfully. Like small businesses are not insignificant things to create and get off the ground. So I can sack this. Yeah, and then I sack. I'm going to tap this for mana. We're in a pretty good spot here now. We might be able to go off this turn. The old turn 3. This is the nut draw, chat. This is what ye old nut draw looks like. Yeah, this game lasted 5 turns, 3 for me, 2 for them. Opponent is not deterministically dead. They are very likely dead, but they are not deterministically dead at this point. There are definitely series of draws in our deck that fail to allow us to win the game from here, but they're definitely few and far between. We are going to see a lot of cards, to say the least. The Star draws a card. Oh, yeah. So this Ironworks is an insane draw, because this Ironworks we can sacrifice to get back a Scrap Trawler, and this Mind Stone sacrifices, and this Mind Stone is worth 2 draws here. So just all, and each of these Mind Stones, they net us a ton of mana because these things get back the Opal. Ancient Stirrings, just looking for a way to win the game at this point. Oh, look, another Scrap Trawler. All right. We have like arbitrarily large amounts of mana at this point. It's going to be a lot of clicking. look, if you're gonna make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs, chat. If you're gonna make an omelet, you gotta break a few eggs. So we'll sacrifice the Scrap Trawler here. Then this Scrap Trawler gets back Mind Stone and a 1-drop. And then, oh geez, it gets back 3 things, right? Because all of them trigger. So now we draw all of these cards. So if you've never seen this deck go off before, this is eggs going off. This is a little bit weird version of eggs, but it's still, the core idea is still here. And then this Mind Stone is going to get us back all 3 of our 1-drops, and all 3 of the 1-drops will get back the Mox Opals, etc. So we're just looking for, an Emrakul or an Aetherflux Reservoir at this point. Looking for an Emrakul or an Aetherflux Reservoir at this point. And I don't know that necessarily 2 Aetherflux Reservoirs are fantastic in this deck, but I really like the idea of having at least 1 Aetherflux Reservoir. It's like just genuinely good against the aggressive decks, and it's a card you can Inventors Fair for that's a win condition, which makes it sweet. God, where are my things? Where are my things? I could probably stop playing the Mox at this point. We have Aetherflux Reservoir and Emrakul. Aetherflux Reservoir also actually kills our opponent, which is important. Emrakul often does, but technically it's not fully lethal, right? I am intentionally not playing the Mox Opal at this point. We have enough mana. I just don't want to click through the triggers. So I realized I could be netting 3 more mana on every one of these loops. There's Aetherflux Reservoir. There we go. There we go. How much does this one get us? Trigger. Yeah, 28. Yeah. 77. How high can we go? I'm going to keep gaining health until they concede. Chargin Malazer. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Yes. Scrap Trawler and Ichor Wellspring. I'm gonna go until our clock hits 10 minutes or until they concede. So I hope everybody's ready. Get your buckle up emotes going on. I'm gonna find out how much mana we can get here. Don't all of y'all want to know how much health we can get? I kind of want to know how much health I can get. You're a monster. Look, they're the one with Tron lands in their deck. Don't you label me a monster. They're the one with Tron lands in their deck. I am a monster. They have Tron lands, chat. Do you not understand? All those missed Mox Opals costing us health. I agree. Mistakes were made. Get all the colors of mana here. Oh, we get an Everflowing Chalice at some point. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's keep going. I want to put like 10 I can already put 10 copies of this on the stack, can't I? It's a shame there's not a Bitter Ordeal in our deck, because this is a game we'd Bitter Ordeal them, right? This is a game we'd Bitter Ordeal them for sure. Just like 10 out of 10 out of 10. And I'm gonna get to 1,000, and then I'm gonna put 10 triggers on the stack. Just so I can capture it firing my lasers on Twitter. I'd be really disappointed if my opponent concedes before we get there now. Hopefully they let us get there. I think the opponent's a stand-up person. They're gonna let me get to 1,000, I think. And the opponent's a gentleman and a scholar. Yeah, alright. Alright. Alright, let's do it. Let's put 10 of them on the stack here. This is more than 10, isn't it? This is 20. It only cost me 50. Hadouken! No, I don't want to shoot myself because I could misclick that. I want my game win. Alright. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's great. That's great. Alright. Go for 420 next time. It just happened to work out that we ended up... It just happened to work out that we ended up at 20, right? 1,000 damage on the stack. Any responses? Just for this deck, right? This hand's really good, right? It's got 2 pieces of ramp in it. It's got Scrap Trawler, Krark-Clan, a win. It's like this hand's like the literal nuts, huh? It's got 2 pieces of ramp, Scrap Trawler, Krark-Clan, and a win condition. I've got 12 and a half minutes, Chet. I ain't timing out. I'm clock conscious while I meme. I'm clock conscious mid-meme. We're mid-meme clock conscious. Oh no. Oh no. Opponent in my hands the nuts. Why are you trying to interact with me, opponent? What kind of format do you think this is? Interaction? Interaction? This is horse shit. I was promised 2 ships passing in the night. Appease me! Maybe they'll tap out for Oblivion Stone this turn. Another Everflowing Chalice. Cast this with multi-kicker. I think we're just like getting to Emrakul mana like pretty naturally here, right? Never get cabin fever working from home. I go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, so I leave the house. But no, I like my home. It's a very nice home. I spend an okay amount of money to live here. I like to enjoy it. Cabin fevers for people with shitty cabins, right? It's gonna have like turn 5 hardcast Emrakul here, right? They could potentially go Tron piece over these next 2 turns and then Oblivion Stone us. Can I Emrakul next turn? Warping Whale. That's rude. If they don't have a Tron piece here, I don't think I really care though. That might change the math. I haven't counted, chat. You might be right. I genuinely haven't counted. That's gotta let me Emrakul, right? So this is 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 13. I think I'm counting 13. Oh, are these, did I not count these? I might not have counted these. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that exactly Emrakul again? Oh, I have 2 more here too, right? I'm pretty sure we have 15. Yeah, I think we actually have 17. Trigger. Squid Billy is he's the real Billy. All the other Squid Billies are just the Squid Billy. So won't the real Squid Billy please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Nice relic, opponent. Good job trying to interact with me. Ship it. This eggs deck is great. I don't know about this specific version, but this archetype in general seems really powerful. Can understand why I top 8 at a Grand Prix. This card was awkward, and I'm pretty sure it's bad. I haven't played the Party Nas list yet. The one that top 8 at the Grand Prix, the Channel Fireball gentlemen who are very brilliant magicians worked on. But I do know that Aetherflux Reservoir felt really good in this deck. Aetherflux Reservoir felt really good in this deck. We effectively went 3-1 in that league. We conceded a match where we would have won game 1 had we... Gravestorm is for when you go infinite in paper to beat infinite life. That's too cute, I think. And if I want that effect, I think I want it in the sideboard. I don't think there's enough infinite health in the format where... And also, Aetherflux Reservoir can beat infinite health, right? If you take the creature out. I think Aetherflux Reservoir is just a better Storm card. This card effectively has Storm except for the purposes of counter spells, right? Like, this is a card where, like, when you're casting a bunch of spells that allows you to win the game. So I was a big fan of this card. I'm not sure that this is something that I'm a fan of. Yeah. They said it isn't needed. That's interesting. Oh, I guess the Pyrite Spellbomb's a win condition you can get via Inventors Fair, right? So that's fair. I don't know. The Aetherflux Reservoir was fun and created some great meme moments. So we went 3-1, which is a good run. 3-1 in a concession in a matchup we would have lost otherwise. Man, 2-hour league. That's a long league.